That evening, after I had finished the rest of my homework, the note about the essay caught my eye. I began thinking about the subject while chewing the tip of my fountain pen. Anyone could ramble on and leave big spaces between the words, but the trick was to come up with convincing arguments to prove the necessity of talking. I thought, and suddenly I had an idea. I wrote the 3 pages Mr. Kissing had assigned me, and I was satisfied. I argued that talking is a female trait and that I would do my best to keep it under control, but that I would never be able to break myself of the habit, since my mother takes as much as I did, if not more, and that there's not much you can do about inherited traits. Mr. Cassin had a good laugh at my arguments, but when I proceeded to talk my way through the next class, he assigned me a second essay. This time it was supposed to be on an incorrigible chatterbox. I handed in, and Mr. Cassin had nothing to complain about for 2 whole classes. However, during the third class he had finally had enough. And Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled "Quack Quack Quack," said Mr. Chatterback. The class roared. I had to laugh too, though I nearly exhausted my ingenuity on the topic of chatterboxes. It was time to come up with something else, something original. My friend Zane, who's good at poetry, offered to help me writing the essay from beginning to end in verse. I jumped for joy. Kissing was trying to play a joke on me with this ridiculous subject, but I'd make sure the joke was on him.
Call. Senior Manager, Android Software, Unit State. The employees here are from very diverse cultural backgrounds. It all makes for a really open workplace where different views and mindsets are conceived and encouraged. The mobile technology has been evolving fast. As soon as you'll be mastered a technology, a new one crops up. There's also fierce competition that's always changing, forcing us to stay on our toes and innovate. Ever changing technology and new ideas keep my job intellectually stimulating and really satisfying. I've always been interested in mobile technologies. Sony Mobile Communications attract me because it's a leader in communication technologies. The people here are passionate, fun-loving, hardworking, and look to make a difference. They're not intimidated by the change, but they don't understand the importance of being able to adapt.
Congratulations! You have finally secured a new job. And now, you want to start off on the right foot. You want to be careful not to make any career-ending mistakes. So, what should you never do when starting a new job? You learned this in first grade, when the teacher began keeping track of tardies. Being on time matters. Factor in extra time if there's traffic, construction, or the other reason to expect a delay. Before starting your job, talk with the hiring manager or human resources professional to make sure you understand what constitutes acceptable outfit for your new workplace. There's nothing more embarrassing than showing up wearing something that doesn't fly with your suspicions. Many companies require new employees to go through a training process before starting a new position. While it may be tempting to skip this session or treat them lightly, don't do it. Even if your training manager won't be your direct supervision, they are watching you.